And where we'll stop with the Champions League is at Chelsea's doorstep. Todd Bowley before the game. My guy, the way you dropped your head just now. Todd Bowley before the game said Chelsea were going to win that one 3-0. I'm sure he was in dreamland as, of course, reality came back to bite him in the backside. And Real Madrid gave them 2 goals unanswered in Bernabeu.
To me, I don't know what was motivating him to think that. Because for every Chelsea fan, we all know that Chelsea this season was they are a total whack of a team this season. From the coach to the kind of players. We have good players, but I feel like these players don't know their strength yet.
But to quickly leave you with something interesting that I found out is that Liverpool, they've been chasing Bellingham for a long time, but it looks like that deal is not going to go through.
Liverpool, I feel Liverpool, they are okay the way they are right now. Yeah, they're okay.
No.
When I say they're okay the way they are right now, when I say they are okay the way they are, I know that I've taken the same substance that Shopsy have taken because I don't want to be in Shopsy's neck and all those things. So they are okay the way, because Shopsy has constantly said they are okay, so they are okay the way they are right now. So.
Another day, another injury absence for Shopsy. It seems like the sheer number of games that we're having to play back-to-back are starting to have an effect on Shopsy. Shopsy is out today, but deputizing on behalf of Shopsy, we have Darlington, our in-house second Chelsea fan, because of course we know that the spot of leading Chelsea fan, you can't take that one now. That one is for Mr. D.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
I think don't fight the kids for I and Mr. D.
Okay.
Bring 2 of us here.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. We definitely have a segment on this show called Rep Your Club, and we can actually have 2 fans of the same team come on here and rep their club. Definitely, that's something that we would be looking out for, and you as well should be looking out for. But let us start off with Manchester City, right? Manchester City are a dangerous proposition at the moment. They have always been, but it looks like they are in that bag currently. Look at the way they dispatched Bayern Munich. That is no ordinary victory, in my opinion.
To me, I would say Bayern Munich lost that game.
I mean,
they lost that game because they lost the game because they didn't take their chances. I think they took some of those vital chances they had. I don't think we'll be here giving Man City all those credit because lots of times Sane had opportunity to score goals to me, I felt like if we reverse the position and place Man in that position, those would have seen as goals. So by now we would have been saying maybe like a 3-2 game kind of game. Then we'll go back to Bayern and Bayern kills it over there.
Yeah, so, definitely. There's a case for ifs and what ifs. But unfortunately, former Chelsea coach Thomas Tuchel couldn't do the business for Bayern Munich, and it is unfortunate that Julian Nagelsmann was sacked from that position. And when he was there, Bayern Munich had, they were in the running for the DFB Pokal. They were, looking good in the Champions League. And, maybe not that much of a gap between them and Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga, but they were looking okay. But a few weeks into Thomas Tuchel's reign at Bayern Munich, and Bayern are out of the DFB Pokal, and it looks like it is all but done for them in the Champions League.
Thomas Tuchel, let me fight for his case, because right now, because I'm a Thomas Tuchel person.
You're just a defender.
Yeah, I'm a Thomas Tuchel person, but he's new to this club right now, and at this moment right now, he's still trying to understand some of these players, their wings, what they can deliver to the table right now. So I won't judge him by these few matches right now. The same way as a Chelsea fan that we brought in Lampard right now as a caretaker coach to the end of the season before we go for that coach we want. It's the same thing I would have thought Bayern would have done the same thing. Bring in a caretaker coach to do the job for you to the end of the season. Then let Thomas Tuchel come in at the beginning of the season.
Then build from
there and all those things. So right now, I won't blame him for some of these losses right now because he's still trying to understand these players. So let's give him, let's
No, most
let's
definitely.
let's not give him that
most
right
definitely, we can't give Tuchel some time, especially seeing as Bayern Munich, of course, are not the team to just lay line by the road, right? They definitely will come back, and Tuchel as well has shown himself to be an excellent manager when he was in Germany, when he was in England, and back in Germany. I believe that he will come back.
Were you expecting Tuchel to come in, beat Man City, and go all the way to win the Champions League?
I mean, maybe not, but of course, I believe
he did that with Chelsea, but from January. Tuchel just came in ending of March. March, at least from January till March, is like 2 or 3 months gone.
Right.
So if you wanted this guy to come in, you would have brought him since December or January, so that yes, give him time to build with these players. But for now, I will still give him. Let's watch and see.
Yeah, most definitely. It's about watching and seeing with Bayern Munich and Thomas Tuchel. But personally, I believe that Manchester City are in beast mode. I honestly think so, and they are charging down on Arsenal in the race for the English Premier League title. They dispatched Bayern Munich excellently well, and that will do a world of good for their confidence. But let us move on from Man City and Bayern. Let us talk about Italian Serie A. I believe, honestly, that the Serie A has really, really upped its game this season, right? At this stage in the Champions League, we have at least 3 Italian teams, yes. And it is very likely that at least one of them will make it into the finals.
No, obviously one of them is going to make it to the finals.
Exactly. So obviously, one of them is very likely to make it to the finals because we have AC Milan, Napoli, and Inter Milan. Napoli lost their first leg, yes. But if they do go out, it is just likely that you see either one of AC Milan or Inter Milan in the finals this season.
Of course, credit to Italian Serie A, because before now we've always watered their league down, because there was a time where they were once the powerhouse of European football, but they lost it to the likes of the English Premier League, the La Liga, so then the German Bundesliga. So me seeing AC Milan, Napoli, and Inter right now in this stage right now in the quarterfinal, like, credit to them first and foremost, because I know that yes, they invested more in bringing in foreign players right now into their league. The likes of Osimhen, the likes of
Kvaratskhelia,
all of them,
Saelemaekers,
doing their yes. So I would give them credit, and I'm very sure that yes, if an Italian club doesn't take the Champions League this year, I don't think they will ever have a chance to take it again.
I mean, it's interesting to see, but unfortunately, our Nigerian compatriot in Victor Osimhen could not help Napoli through, He
was not on the field. So
that's what I'm trying to say, due to injury, right? Yeah. We do hope that Napoli, get him back in time for the second leg, and we do hope that, because I for one wanted to see Napoli and Osimhen in the Champions League finals.
Same with almost every Nigerian that truly supports our person. So Victor Osimhen, like when they spoke about his injury, I was thinking that okay, maybe let him miss like 1 or 2 matches, he'll be back. But after that 4-0 defeat to AC Milan,
yes,
I felt like wow, they should do whatever it takes to bring the guy back to
yes, because they're not scoring goals at the moment. They are finding it hard to create those clear goal-scoring chances that Osimhen provides for them. Kvaratskhelia is also struggling to perform because he does not have that bouncing board that he has with Osimhen in the squad.
So it's not glaring for everybody to see that, yes, actually Osimhen was actually the magic in Napoli. Because before now, there was a bit of
that conversation that Kvaratskhelia,
but now the guy is no longer in the team, and yet you guys are not delivering right now. So it pained me that he didn't play this last match, because I was expecting them to do whatever magic they need to do to him, whether in the medical, this thing. Bring him on. Bring him on. I know that half Osimhen would still score a goal. So it pained me that they lost 1-0, because I'm rooting for Napoli to get to the final and win this game.
That's definitely something. And where we'll stop with the Champions League is at Chelsea's doorstep. Todd Bowley before the game My guy, the way you dropped your head just now. Todd Bowley before the game said Chelsea were going to win that one 3-0. I'm sure he was in dreamland as, of course, reality came back to bite him in the backside. And Real Madrid gave them 2 goals unanswered in Bernabeu.
To me, I don't know what motivation, or what was motivating him to think that. Because for every Chelsea fan, we all know that Chelsea this season was... They are a total whack of a team this season. From the coach to the kind of players. We have good players, but I feel like these players don't know their strength yet among themselves. Yes, I am Modric, I am this. They don't know each other's strength, because if I know your strength and I know your weakness, I will use it very well. I know that, yes, if I'm throwing a diagonal pass from here, that one that we call MTN pass or Glow pass and all those things, I know that, yes, I'm getting an advert somewhere there, but these guys don't know themselves yet. So Tom Bowley coming in here to say that Chelsea is going to beat Real Madrid 3-0. I think I need to know the substance. The substance it took. I need to know that substance, because I'm also interested in it.
Let us move on from the UEFA Champions League to the UEFA Europa League, where Manchester United had a very interesting fixture at Old Trafford yesterday against a Europa League powerhouse, if I dare say. And it looked like they were running away with it, Manchester United, I mean. But unfortunately, the injuries came into play, and everything just went sideways.
To me, I feel for Manchester United, because that game was theirs to take from the start of the game till the I think 83rd minute when that home goal came in. I still believe in this Manchester United that they can go to Sevilla and get a good result, a win there, because Manchester United this season, I'll tell you the truth that Ten Hag has really tried for this team.
Okay, so I think at this point we should pause and say that take gives you a 100% berth to remain in this seat, because we do have a certain Shopsy who keeps on yarning rubbish about Ten Hag, saying Ten Hag should be sacked, saying Ten Hag is this and that and that and that. But with what you just said, I promise you will have more bets, more starting bets. I mean, as the manager here, I'm very sure more starting.
I'm very sure the same thing that Tom Bowley took is the same thing Shopsy took as well. I'm very sure. I need to test it and see. Let me see. Maybe I can stop.
Right.
Because seriously, this guy is a new coach that just came into a team right now. And if I'm to recall, I know that Manchester United are almost in all. They are still running in all this competition.
Of course, they are in the FA Cup. They are still in.
They've won one already. So
qualifying for the Champions League, in Premier League, still in the Europa League.
I know that Shopsy supports Liverpool. Before they will sack Ten Hag, at least
they should have sacked 3 of Klopp.
Klopp already. So what is he saying?
They should have sacked Klopp 3 times. Anyways, but one thing that I feel like we should speak about is the sheer number of games, like I pointed out at the start of the game, which has unfortunately knocked Shopsy out of contention in Sangalooo. So Manchester United are playing a game every 3 days in this month of April, and that is definitely has something to do with the sheer number of injuries that Manchester United has suffered so far. We have Rashford out injured.
Yes.
McTominay out injured. Martinez picked up an unfortunate injury yesterday against Sevilla. Varane also went out injured. Luke Shaw is out injured as well. Those are 5 solid starters for Manchester United, except maybe McTominay, who has deputized, pretty well for Casemiro in his absence. But of course, those 4 names are starting names for Manchester United that have done really well for the squad this season.
See, you made mention of this April. I know before April, these guys have been playing back-to-back games.
Of course. Oh, no, I was just mentioning April because
back-to-back games, and you can understand that sometimes this kind of thing tells on the players themselves.
Most definitely.
So, right now, the injury is coming in right now because it's before these injuries. When you look at it, okay, every month they keep playing more games than other.
Then the intensity becomes higher,
and all those.
Of course, you're more susceptible to injuries. It's basic science.
We knew it was bound to come. So right now it's coming right now. I feel if Ten Hag can manage under the players on his bench, give them the motivation they need, I feel Manchester United can still pick up another trophy from all this competition they're taking for.
I mean, personally, another trophy might be a stretch, but I believe Manchester United will finish somewhat comfortable this season, qualify for the Champions League at the very least.
That was assured. The Europa League. I think they can go for the Europa League.
I think that's a stretch. But in all honesty, good news for Manchester United is that Eriksen is back, Martial is back. He played excellently well against Sevilla. Casemiro as well has served his 4-match ban for Manchester United in the Premier League, so he's going to be able to play Premier League games again, and and also the FA Cup as well. And Wan-Bissaka seems to be playing okay.
Very good.
So yeah, it seems like things are might be looking up.
My takes Martial. When I watched the game he played yesterday, and I think the last game as well, I was seeing confidence in him.
Yeah.
The way he was like passing the balls and all those, I felt like, this is the Martial I wanted all this while. What happened to the Martial? What happened to him? Is it because of sitting in the bench, or he had injury, or what was motivating him to play?
I mean, most definitely there's psychological factors beyond, some of the things that we are able to see, as fans on the pitch. But of course, that's something that Manchester United fans and, players alike will be very grateful for, that Martial is back and that he seems to be firing on all cylinders. One thing that I feel like we should touch on before we leave football is Sadio Mane and Bayern Munich. He literally punched his teammate, Sané, Leroy Sané. Sadio Mane punched Leroy Sané in the mouth. And it was unfortunate. When I first heard of the news, I said it was not likely that it was true, because I believe Sadio Mane is one player that you would say he's maybe above that kind of misdemeanor. It did happen, and unfortunately, the allegation is that Sané called Mane, a weird, he called some sort of like bad names there. But what do you think about that? They're saying that they might consider letting Mane go over this incident.
I feel first and foremost, to the case between Sadio Mane and Leroy Sané. Mane is someone who is passionate about football, about his team and all that. So I know that punch came from a good place in his heart. When I say that, when I mean a good place in his heart, I feel he's pained. He's pained because he left the English Premier League to the Bundesliga. So he wants to. I think he wants to rewrite his story in Bayern right now. So coming down to England to lose 3-0, then you hurt him a lot, and you go into the dressing room having a confrontation with someone that is your teammate.
That you can say he had a fault or there.
And all those things. I felt like those emotions actually took his toll on him overboard.
And so you definitely cannot, no matter the amount of passion that you have, you definitely cannot allow your passion.
I don't support the violence part.
To the point where you're getting physical with your teammates. And to that end, Sadio Mane has been handed a 1-match suspension. Yes. He will not play for Bayern Munich in their next local.
And Sané also apologized as well.
Yes, Sané did apologize, because at the end of the day, he was the instigator at the start of it. But yeah, that's a very good place to wrap things up. But of course, we're looking forward to Premier League fixtures this weekend. Arsenal and Manchester City are still in the race for the top title in the Premier League. Manchester United go to face Nottingham Forest. Arsenal play on Sunday. Manchester City, I don't think they play this weekend. No. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's definitely something you can put in your predictions in the comment sections below, anywhere you're watching this. We do give out, airtime prizes to people who predict scores correctly on match weekends like this. Of course, do not forget the terms and conditions apply, but do make sure that you send in your predictions before the match kicks off. And one thing that I would like to ask you before we go, who do you think has been the signing of the season in the Premier League?
Obviously, everybody knows
Haaland, right?
Yes.
Haaland,
you can't take it away from him.
Definitely. That's something. But to quickly leave you with something interesting that I found out is that Liverpool, they've been chasing Bellingham for a long time, but it looks like that deal is not going to go through.
Liverpool. I feel Liverpool, they are okay the way they are right now. Yeah, they're okay.
No.
When I
Far
say they're okay the way they are right now, when I say they are okay the way they are, I know that I've taken the same substance that Shopsy have taken because I don't want to be in Shopsy's neck and all those things. So they're okay the way because Shopsy he has constantly said they're okay, so they're okay the way they are right now. So I don't.
But of course, Liverpool, the FSG, and their, I don't know, I would say maybe stingy nature and not wanting to spend money. They don't want to spend the amount of money that Dortmund would, demand for Bellingham. But I feel like that's bad business. It's something that we can definitely still discuss in the coming episodes. But of course, let us know your thoughts in the comment sections. What do you think about the FSG's management of Liverpool and their unwillingness to sign a wonderful player like Bellingham, considering how bad they have it in the midfield over there at Anfield? We'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully, by the time the next episode comes around, Shopsy will be back and fit. But of course, I do intend to keep Shopsy away for a while, considering the fact that he has, of course, been playing somewhat poorly over the past couple of games. And, you seem to have had a very good game today with some of your, contributions to the squad. Of course, the Sangalooo boys will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.